Growing up as a Christian, I always knew that I should be in prayer on a daily basis, that I should have a habit of reading the scriptures, but I often didn't know where to start. So I was delighted when I discovered in the Anglican Church the daily offices in the Book of Common Prayer. Each day in the morning and the evening, we have an opportunity to pray. Maybe we're together with other Christians, maybe we're praying alone, but we're praying in common with other believers. We're praying the Psalms, those prayers that the people of Israel have prayed for 3,000 years, that Jesus prayed on earth, that Christians have translated and have sung for 2,000 years, day after day. They're prayers that take you through the whole range of human experience. After the Psalms, we read the Scriptures. Over the course of 1 year, we get almost the whole thing, almost the whole Bible. There are a few passages, some of the least accessible ones, some of the lists that we don't read, but we read most of it. And then we respond with praise. We respond with our affirmation of faith, with prayers of petition for the well-being of the church and the whole world, and for our own prayers and our thanksgivings. It's rich, and when you do it every day, it becomes like breathing. You're breathing in God's word, and you're breathing out your response to him, whatever kind of response that may be. It's like a daily bread. Like we sit down at the table every day in the morning and evening, and we have our meals. So we sit down in the daily offices, and we take in God's word, and it nourishes and sustains us. But sometimes it's a little bit much. Sometimes we get muddled because we get dropped in a chapter in the middle of a book somewhere that we don't necessarily understand, and one book is very different from another, and you don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to try to do this year is each week just do a series of about 2-minute videos where I will introduce just a little bit about each of the scriptures that we're going to be reading over the course of that week. I'll have to be selective because I'll only have 2 minutes, and there are 4 different parts of the Bible we'll be working through. But hopefully it can create just a little bit of clarity. So instead of being muddled and lost in those scriptures and just hearing words and not understanding, we can have a little bit more clarity and can hear God's voice speaking to us through his word. So I'd encourage over this next few weeks, particularly, any sort of response you can give on what you hear. If there's something that I'm doing that's particularly helpful, let me know what it is so I can do it more. If there's a particular place in the scriptures where you're feeling extra lost, I'd love to know that so I can speak to it. And even if you're just simply listening and let me know that you're there, I'll know who I'm talking to. So I'll look forward to starting with the first session and the scriptures for the first week of the year in my next video.